Hey Stars fans, welcome back into Stars Camp. Colin Shutt with Stars forward Devlin McCabe. And Devlin, you've been here already for a couple days. What have you been up to this summer so far? Let's catch up and see what you've been since April.
Yeah, obviously I got home. I took a pretty long break. I was busy with moving from my old house, coaching some younger kids, and then also taking the ACT, getting my schoolwork done, all of that. And then just this past week, I finally got back on the ice, or 2 weeks ago about, and finally back into the swing of that. I'm excited to be here to get back on the ice here too and see some of the boys.
You and your brother both coach back home. So what are those camps like that you coach, the age of players, and kind of what you guys go through on the coaching side?
The age of players are 05s and 06s, so they're 13 or anywhere from 11 to 13, and I don't know, it's a good experience to be able to coach the younger kids, kind of see it from a coach's perspective, because obviously it's not the same as the USHL, but the structure of everything is the same, and the way the teams are made up and what makes a good team good. It's all the same, and it's good to see it in a very simple form. It helps me as a player for sure, and hopefully for later on in my life as a coach too.
Speaking of your brother, you're actually here not just to hang out here early, but your brother Cullen's actually playing in the tryout portion of camp. So you've seen a day of him play 2 games. Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts of how he's played and matched up with some of the other players here?
I feel like he's played pretty well. Obviously it's tough out here. Just kind of be thrown on a team and just kind of try to show your abilities, but I feel like he's been doing a pretty good job of it, and I hope he can continue to do that to make a good impression on the coaches here, because obviously it'd be really awesome to have my brother on the same team.
Now, he is your older brother, so being another younger sibling like I am, does he treat you like a good protective older brother, or does he rag on you and mean to you in front of his other friends?
He's a good older brother. When we were younger, I'd go to his birthday parties with his friends, and I'd hang out with his friends. And he was always really good about that. I'm obviously looking back on it, I don't know how much I would have liked that as an older brother, or just an older kid with a younger brother hanging out. But he's always been pretty protective. But yeah, we have our fights, and he can put me in his place if he wants to.
He was the first person to play hockey, and he plays as a D, as a left shot. You're a right shot, and you play forward. Was that on purpose, just to play the opposite of what your brother played?
No. So actually, when we were younger, he started stick handling before I did, and I wanted to do it, obviously, because he's my older brother. I want to be like him. So I'd stand across from him and mirror his stick handling. So I became a righty as he was a lefty, and the forward and defense thing, I'm not really sure where that came from, but maybe it's something to do with me mirroring him.
Speaking of your play, let's jump back to last season very briefly. You had 33 points last year, one of the leaders in the power play during the regular season, and your first year in the league, and had a couple memorable plays and goals that fans will remember, including the season opener, having the penalty shot winner against Muskegon, a couple nice plays against Team USA in Plymouth. But overall, as the year went on, how do you feel like you performed compared to some of your expectations?
I feel like I started off really well. I feel like not exceeding my expectations, but definitely meeting them at the start of the year. And I feel like a little bit into the year that kind of trailed off, and then there was a lot of ups and downs with the team and with myself, and it's kind of tough to balance everything with schoolwork here. But I feel like it was just really a good learning year for me. Towards the end of the year, I was able to balance everything out a lot better, and I'm excited to come back this next year with a clean slate and without school on my plate.
There was a lot of talk at the end of the season, talking with you, talking with other players, the coaching staff, that there was kind of a sour taste in your mouth after that series against Waterloo in the playoffs, just because of the role you guys were on and how far you had come in the second half of the year. Do you still feel that at this point of the year?
Yeah, I do. It mostly because I miss that group of guys a lot. I get to come back and do it again this year, but at the same time, it's not going to be the same. The guys are going to be different. A few of the guys will still be there, but you just won't get that group of guys back together, and you're always going to want it back.
Now, you were traded after Stars camp last year, so this is going to be your first camp experience. So what are you most looking forward to getting back on the ice starting tomorrow and getting back with some of the guys returning and seeing some of the new ones come in?
I mean, I'm just excited to see the guys mostly, but also excited to get back on the ice, get a feel for the speed out here, and with the new guys coming in and with the previous guys from last year, just kind of get a feel for the game, just see kind of where I stand throughout our team, just so I can get an idea of what to work on and where I need to improve.
Give you a couple of rapid fire questions to wrap things up. First is, I know you golf. Would you think that if head coach Coach Chu had a +2 or 3 handicap, you could beat him one-on-one in stroke play?
I can compete with him. I can't guarantee a win, but if I really focused and put my time into it, yeah.
Let's expand that then and let's say it's an 80 overall average. Could you beat Coach Zano?
Yeah, on the right day.
Let's see, if it's not playing Fortnite, what's the thing you like to do most away from the ice that doesn't include golf?
Probably coaching the younger, I mean, that's not away from the ice. I don't know. maybe I guess it's just working out or just taking it easy with friends, I guess. I mean, working out's fun, but that's still kind of hockey, so I don't know. Hanging out with friends.
We'll give it a pass. Last one, and let's settle the debate here. They're going to ask it all weekend. Qdoba, Chipotle. Which one reigns supreme?
Chipotle.
Hands down, no question?
I mean, there is question, but I got to say it and stick with it. I can't think about it too much.
Well, so far we're 2 for 2 with Chipotle on the weekend. So,
yeah.
Devlin, thank you so much, and have fun this weekend.
Yeah, thank you.
Once again, Stars forward Devlin McCabe joining me just before he kicks off the Stars main camp portion starting on Friday morning.